run hard enough.
Today's video is sponsored by Tilly Tap Track.
What's up, everybody? Today on Cars and Cameras, we are back working on our turbocharged, methanol, fuel-injected Predator 670 lawnmower engine rail car. We're making some upgrades today and taking it back to the track to try to beat our fastest ever time of 7:41 at 94 miles an hour. We have a slew of upgrades we're going to be doing to help with that mile an hour and with that whole shot. We are joined by our friend Scott, who's going to be working on a wheelie bar to help control his front end, getting out of the hole. We're going to be installing some larger fuel injectors so we can get some more top end out of this thing. We're relocating the battery, replacing the turbocharger, and installing two-step, which is going to be awesome. So let's get right to it so we can head to the track.
All right, dude, while you weren't looking, I installed these two buttons here on the steering wheel. We got the green button and the red button. Now, which one does what? I'm not sure, but we got plenty of wire to wire things up. I'm thinking the right one could be like two-step, and the left one could be for the nitrous.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Sweet.
You got put there just in case.
Yeah, so we just need to add, it's wired up, we just need to add two-step to the tune.
Yep.
And yeah, it's going to be wild.
I think pointer fingers are better. Feels better this way.
It looks not better that way. It looks very sketchy.
Well, this way. Well, okay.
All right, so I'm working on a wheelie bar. Last episode, this thing was chooching pretty good. You know, got a little vertical action, so I want to keep this thing on the ground. I think what I'm going for is about 3 foot distance. I think that's going to be good enough for this. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be best if we do our tabs a little bit more forward and just kind of clear the seatbelts just fine. And then it's going to add a little bit more bar to our wheelie bar, but it shouldn't add that much more weight. Figure out which side to go. All right, so it has to be opposite side on this one.
Yeah.
That was hot.
Yeah, it's a little toasty, isn't it?
Like a glove.
Looking good. The turbo failed. We have ourselves a new turbo here, which I'm going to have to clock the turbo to get it back in the position as the OG one, which isn't too hard. It's just a matter of unbolting basically 8 10mm bolts and then just kind of rotating the assembly to get our desired positioning. So this job should only take, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. So it's going to be pretty quick, and then we're going to have ourselves a nice working turbo once again. And then we're going to figure out our boost, because we were having problems with our
regulator,
boost all that stuff. So we'll get it all figured out, because it'd be nice to have it all working.
Just tighten my neck.
That's what it was. All different bolts.
Wheelie bars, baby. I'm just excited.
Excited over what?
Wheelie bars, brah.
You hadn't even driven this thing this year. Look at that oily mess.
That's disgusting.
Glistening.
And we've seen some of you guys' comments about our O2 sensor placement. It's really not ideal. It's not far away enough from the turbo, and it's not far away enough from the end of the pipe.
But in the directions it said, make sure you're this far from the end of the pipe, but make sure you're not this close to the turbo. So we picked right in the center, basically, because
This is best we can do with this setup. But we're gonna get a exhaust temperature sensor from Haltech, and we're told that that's gonna be a better tuning sensor for the methanol turbo setup. So we'll still have the O2, but we're gonna have the exhaust temperature sensor in addition.
you getting that?
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to do a cross brace on this thing. It just keeps it a little bit more stable. We're trying one for now, but if we need it, we can cut another piece in half and then just kind of do like an X.
Turbo is off. She's a beaut, Clark.
Alright, so I gotta grind some of this beautiful paint off. That's to put these Heim joints on for locations, or mounting locations, so let's get this started. I can't do this.
I got it.
You wanna do it?
Oh yeah. I'll tear it up. All right. Where do you want it? Right here?
Yeah.
Cardinal.
Yeah.
What makes that even worse is that this is like a no longer available glitter paint. You can't buy it anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Probably causes cancer in the state of California.
Probably.
Not here though.
No, we're safe.
Alright, so I'm just gonna use these clamps, get everything all squared up before I start tacking things together. Just trying to get a first fitment, see if I need to make any adjustments. So far, so good. So I'm also concerned with making sure this thing is true to, you know, the I guess the whole rail itself, because it's easy to kind of get a.
I wouldn't trust that.
You know where I'm about to go with this, and I'm just going to abort.
Eyeball it, buddy. Eyeball it. This thing is a little wonky.
What do you mean wonky?
It's funny how much better you get at doing something in 7 years. Because I remember when we built this thing, we were like super precise. Like we would
We built it on your dad's floor.
from
in the garage.
6 to 9 p.m. every day after work.
We were using the squares on the floor for squaring this thing up.
Yeah, we were. But from like 6 to 9 after work, we would like spend 3 hours on this thing, and usually we would only do we might tack 3 things in place. We were really taking our time, and you can't tell. So what's most important with this wheelie bar is that the wheels are on the same, I guess, horizontal, vertical plane. We don't want one wheel being higher than the other, because that means that whenever it goes up onto a wheelie, it can turn left or right. We want them to be the same height. So we have this angle iron, and we're using that to square up with the rear tires, and that should set the height where we want it. Or it should be consistent.
Cover.
Yeah, that's how far the wheelie's gonna be.
Alright, so now I got this little brace put in right here. Hoping to prevent side to side and just sort of brace it up a little bit. Let's see how it works. I gotta tack it in. See how well it do. Cover. Alright, yeah, I think we got a little bit of play in the Heim joints. So it's a little bit too early to fully assess we got to get a little bit closer to our goal to get a better, accurate assessment.
So we have a new fuel pump. Our old one only worked half the time, and we didn't have a fuel filter. So now we're going from no fuel filters to 2 fuel filters. So we're doing a pre-pump 100 micron fuel filter, and then we're doing the pump, and then we're doing a 10 micron post-pump filter. So never done anything like this. Again, like our first time really doing anything with these PTFE lines, so learning as we go. You were supposed to film me after so I could sound smart.
All right, I'm just taking measurements for the, I guess the upper part of the bar, the support. It's gonna have adjustments so we can raise and lower the wheels in the back as we need just by this bar right here. 2 Heim joints, so it's kind of got like that tie rod effect. And we were talking about going from up here, but we just think that it's kind of a weird profile. It just sort of adds to the whole body of this
Not
thing.
so good.
No, it looks a little weird. So we're gonna come down a little bit further and go from back here behind the seat. Clever.
So Scott is getting the wheelie bars finalized, and we're trying to figure out two-step.
Yeah. What's that 2-step for?
Leaving the line with positive boost pressure. Basically spooling the turbo before we even leave the start line.
And you hear that turbo. And then you let go of that button and it's...
Then we're gonna need what Scott's making.
Yeah, wheelie bar, totally.
So Ike has a good point. Whenever we activate two-step, we get the wheelie bars, we're probably gonna find wheel hop and find the next weak link in our drive line. But until then, we're gonna send it. So the Elite 750 has a nice wiring diagram online, and we're just finding an open analog voltage input that we can use. So we're going to use this guy right here, AV1. It's a shielded gray and yellow, and that's going to go to our switch. And we also need a 5-volt power supply, and we're going to grab this one right here, number 9, 5-volt sensor supply. So we're going to wire that up, and then within our tuning software, we can make it happen. That should be it. Let's get this thing fitted up.
Yep, get this on.
Hey John, we are wired up, buddy.
Sweet. So that, as soon as it's calibrated to the ECU, is going to be our two-step. Yep. And we're going to talk more about that, I guess this Friday before we go to the track when we open up our software.
All right, guys, we are super excited about today's sponsor because Cars and Cameras is involved. The folks at Tillotson have developed a top-down arcade kart racing game for your phone that's totally free to play, and they're sponsoring today's video. It's called Tilly Tap Track, and it's available starting today on the Android and iOS app stores. Race through 300 plus fast-paced levels with various track layouts, obstacles, and challenges. Race to unlock new vehicles, drivers, power-ups, and more. What's even better is that Isaac and I are playable characters in the game. They even incorporated a Cars and Cameras Go Power Sports Fixer Frenzy level, where you drive through a track full of obstacles and have to pick up wrenches to repair your go-kart in order to finish the race. If you pull it off, you get a 3-level invincibility buff. You can battle your friends with the challenge feature by completing the daily challenge level.
Ah, crash!
Or by creating a level. You can even wager coins or your vehicle and share the challenge with your friends by uploading your contacts or sharing a unique code. If they beat your score, time, or number of crashes, they win the wager.
Got him.
We are super excited to be involved on the ground floor of Tilly Tap Track, and we can't wait to see what you all think of the game. So download Tilly Tap Track today by using the QR code on screen or using the link in the video description. Again, it's totally free to play with no in-game ads nor in-app purchases. So just use that QR code on screen or use the link in the video description. Thanks to Tillotson for sponsoring today's video, and we'll see you out there on the Tilly Tap Track.
Crash.
Having fun, buddy?
Yeah.
So moving on to relocating the battery, it's going to go from right here to right up front here on the opposite side of the fuel pump. So it's going to help with the weight bias. It'll help keep the front end on the ground. We have a nicer power wire, so we don't have as much voltage sag as, well, so we can minimize the voltage sag when we go to start this thing. So just as simple as cutting this thing out, weld it back right up here. So there's our adjustment in the height for the wheelie bar.
Yeah, I think that should be good enough. I'm gonna lift the front up so you can see, I guess, like how far I can pull the front up before it bottoms out.
Yeah, we might have some tire squish too, but that's all right. That's why we have adjustability. There you go.
You got about 6 inches.
Yeah.
Maybe 7.
Yeah, and the wheels are gonna bring it down a little bit, so that'll work.
All right, yeah, I just gotta figure out where the wheels are gonna go. I think I need them a little bit further up than I thought.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, you can just set that down and then install the wheels welded there. Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that'll fit. Oh, it's a tight fit. I like it.
Oh, move. Got it.
All right, we have a wheelie bar. Sweet. They'll be able to see us when we're doing a wheelie.
I am installing new injectors. Here is the old injector right here. I believe this is a 1000 cc injector, and we are going up to a, I believe, a 1300 cc injector, which is right here, brand new in the bag. A little bit different design, but I'm pretty sure it's going to work just fine. The nozzle is a little bit shorter. I'm hoping that's not going to be an issue. We are going to find out. But this is going to allow us to go with a lot more fuel to help power this thing. We're hoping that more fuel is going to get us more power, and there's only one way to find out, and that's to install these larger injectors. I'm also going to have to change the ends on these injectors because they are a different style. So that's what I'm working on right now. And Scott, you are working on the battery box on this rail. So what we're doing is we are moving the weight further forward on this rail to try to keep the front wheels on the ground. And you have already installed the rear wheelie bar.
Yep,
I gotta say, man, you've done a fantastic job on that. It is looking great. So with all these modifications, we're going to be able to add more power and keep the front wheels on the ground, or at least close to the ground, so I can keep control.
Keep that steerage way.
Yeah, so it's looking great. Well, I've got the last bolt to this little intake top hat piece. Next thing I've got to do is I have to change the plug on the end of this wire, just like this one, for this last injector, because when I change the injectors out, of course the plugs are different. So changing that out, and then it's gonna be time for tuning. Okay guys, so I'm working on John's Rascal GT bike. The thing did great passes at the track right before it blew the head gasket. Now, we did read the comments. A lot of y'all said something along the lines of you should never use silicone on head gaskets. I've never used silicone on head gaskets before this, but you know, we were just kind of following the way that the experts on these,
who win races.
the guys that win races, they actually do the same thing. So we were just kind of going the same route as them, and we're the only ones that are having head gasket problems. So my thought, what I'm checking for now, is a warp on either the head or the deck of the block. That's what my experience is telling me, that we've got some sort of issue with sealing, and that's why we're blowing multiple head gaskets. So silicone thing, yeah, we're gonna keep doing it on this because well, that's what wins races. So let's get this head off and see what we got. We definitely have a blown head gasket, big time. Look at that. That is the best blown head gasket I've seen in a while. The copper ones, they don't just blow out, they distort and make pretty shapes. So yeah, that's what we got here. It's so deformed I can barely get it off. Wow, that is impressive right there. That is impressive. All right guys, so I'm gonna shine the light into the spark plug hole, and I'm looking for light shining through. It's really difficult to see. I've got a great idea. Let's turn off the lights in the building, and I'm gonna try to shine my light into the spark plug hole and see if we can see anything. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn off the lights. If I'm not seeing anything shining through, then the head gasket should be able to handle anything that can't be seen from the naked eye. Looking like it's making good contact, dude. Okay. So I'm gonna turn the lights back on. All right guys, so we're just gonna clean this thing up, put a new head gasket in it, and get it ready for tonight, for the drag strip. We've got everything apart, we got everything cleaned up, we got our new head gasket. I had to do a little bit of clearing there at the edges for the head studs. We are going to use another type of silicone. We're going to use some Honda Bond on this head gasket, and we're going to hope, fingers crossed, that this is going to help with our head gasket problem. We're just going to apply the silicone. Yes, I know it's silicone, but we were told to try this, and this is from the expert, so we're doing it. So the idea is to just put the thinnest layer on it. The thinnest, most even layer. And y'all can see that is thin. That's what we want. Nice thin layer. All right, now I have to do it on the other side, and then we're gonna install that. We're gonna let it sit and cure for a minute, and then we're gonna install the head gasket. Any second it's gonna fall in. There we go. All right, cool. I'm gonna wipe a little bit of oil onto the threads of the bolts because that's just what I do. It helps when you go to tighten it down, it helps with the makes it easier, silky. Now the torque spec on this is 25 foot-pounds. Thinking about going up a little bit. 26. That'll hold. As you can see, I am all back together, and hopefully the head gasket's going to stay put this time. With that little extra something I put on it, hopefully it won't go nowhere. So
Love to hear it. So we just need to test the rail at this point. We need to test two-step, test the new injectors, and then we can load up and head to the track. Our buddy Zach is going to be riding the mini bike tonight. Zach's been helping us out on Mondays just with like facility maintenance and stuff like that. And some of you eagle-eyed viewers are going to recognize him because he was in one of the early Mini Mayhem videos. He's been one of those that's been growing up watching the channel. So it's going to be really special to let him take this for a spin at the track tonight. He's been really looking forward to it. So it'll be cool, man. Let's do it.
So last time we had the rail at the track, we were logging the data from the runs. And so, for example, this little section right here that you can see is one pass. This is our fastest pass right here. So on the top you have engine RPM, in the middle you have manifold pressure, aka boost pressure, and on the bottom you have throttle position. So you see the throttle is at 100% for the whole run. You can see manifold pressure build, kind of stumble, and then continue to climb. So that was that stumbling issue we had. And then engine RPM, you see we only peak at about 7,200 RPM. And this engine should be good for 8, maybe a little bit more. So that means we can either throw a lot more horsepower at this thing from a gearing perspective, or we need to shorten the gear a little bit. So we're not going to do anything with the gearing today, but this is certainly helpful with helping us tune it for this run this evening. So very cool. Can't do that with a carburetor. I love carburetors, but that's wild.
So we're fueling up the rail with Sunoco methanol, and we are going to test the tune with the new injectors. We're going to test two-step and make a new camera mount before we go to the track later today. Is that it?
Pretty much.
Cool. All right.
First we got to see if it runs.
Yep. Cranking.
We had it on. On the way down.
Yeah,
That was cool.
I saw 10 pounds of boost on that one.
Okay.
Dude, all right.
Let's just try. That was 2,800. Let's try what 4,000 sounds like.
Yeah, let's just try 4,000 RPM two-step.
I mean, why not?
Why not? We're not gonna launch with that tonight. We just want to hear it.
Yeah, I mean the torque converter wouldn't let us.
Absolutely.
No,
Did you see the flames?
Yes.
Yeah.
Contact. I gotta put a little bit more fuel back on the idle, I think.
Okay. Dude, it's a freaking lawnmower motor with like 2 steps.
So all you do is hold your foot down and just let go of the button.
It's so easy. You literally hold this button down, floor it, and when you see the last yellow, let go, and you're gone.
Yep.
You are gonna be gone.
So what is this stall at?
It's at like 25. We need more stall speed.
Okay, so we can't use the 28. You had it set at 28.
We could try turning it down to like 2,000.
Yeah.
And see if it'll run it. It's probably gonna stall.
It's probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We can try. I don't even know what our stall is set to. You want to check what that is real quick?
It's easy to do. All you got to do is just kind of step on the brake and start revving it up until it starts wanting to.
I set it to 2,000.
You just see what happens.
See what happens.
Let me check what the stall kind of is first.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
4,000 sounds good though.
Oh, it sounds amazing. That's a good goal. Here we go. Somewhere in the 2 to 25 range, right, Egg?
Dude, I saw it go up to 3.
Well, it was spinning at that point, I want to say.
Okay. It's a little rough on that low speed stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to just perfectly
guess it with no O2 sensor, no.
Well, I mean, it just because I don't have those cells really that well calibrated right now down in that load range.
We're just worried about 5 to 8, brother.
Yeah, all we need is 5 to 8.
So for those of you who don't know what two-step is, basically it's a way to leave the line with positive boost pressure. Like it's a way of spooling the turbocharger before you even leave the starting line. Now we just tested it at 4,000 RPM, which is gonna get the engine right where it's starting to really make some power as it leaves the line. However, we're not gonna be able to launch at 4,000 RPM tonight because we don't have that much stall speed in our clutch. Our clutch is set to start shifting around maybe 2,500 RPM. Maybe. So that might be about where we're gonna set the two-step if it will run at that low of an RPM today. We're not going to jack the stall up that much until we get our titanium axle in. Go Power Sports is machining that today. So that's gonna be coming in soon. We're gonna switch over to 50 sprockets and chain instead of this 420, just again for durability, because we don't want to snap a chain or have any problems leaving the line with that much force. We gonna test it again, boys?
Yep.
Cool.
Do it.
I got it set to 2,000.
Okay. Yeah, it'll probably die, but
it might.
It'll be entertaining.
I don't know. So it stalls around 25.
So let's see how much it wants to creep. If it holds 2,000, if it does, I'll move it up until it starts to move
yeah, that's good.
Move forward.
There you go. Contact.
I'm gonna try. Let's try 2,500 and see if it. Keep your foot, like lightly on the brake, just to see if it grabs it. It's now 2,500. It's to see if it'll drive off. That's
yeah.
All right, so 2,500 is at least 2,500 before the stall. So let's try 3,000.
Okay.
I think it's going to grab 3,000.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Contact. At 2,800 RPM tonight, fellas.
All right. Yeah.
Someone has all the weight. All right. Y'all is about. All right. Stop. Put her down. Your car is really dirty. Yeah. This thing's really nasty, man.
Can you give us a walk around of this car since everyone liked your last car?
Oh, okay.
Show how dirty it is.
It's real dirty.
Dirty, 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 dirty. What is that on the tail fin? Fried chicken?
We eat pizza.
Ah, I knew it! I knew it.
It's like sausage and...
Sausage grease.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's alright.
Memories.
Memories of mediocre Hawaiian pizza.
That's all right. So it was a 1983,
Too.
1982 Porsche 911 SC Targa. You bought this, what, 5 years ago now?
Like 3.
3 years ago. Drives the heck out of it, and I want one really bad, but they're a little expensive. So you know what? Drop a comment down below if you want some clapped out 911 content. I'm sure I can come up with one. He sends me one like...
Calling this clapped out?
No! No!
Like, whew.
No.
Well, it was when I bought it. That's the key.
Buy one that needs a little love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sat for like 10 years before I bought it.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Dang.
It had a mouse nest behind the alternator on top of the engine.
Nice.
And needed tires and brakes and brake hoses and fuel lines and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Nice.
It needs tires again.
Oh yeah?
Ooh, yeah. The fronts are on the wear bars, the back weir bars. Weir bars. The fronts are on the wear bars and the backs are pretty close.
Yeah.
But 20,000 miles.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like they're making some announcements. Let's go. Did the two-step.
I think it's cold still.
Okay, so just run it again. Again. That was pretty cool, man. It's gonna be wild once we get up to like 3,000.
Yeah, we killed the gauge.
Two-step killed the gauge.
We killed the gauge. So I was probably seeing 10 psi since that's stuck on 10. So I don't know. Maybe I ought to pay attention to the digital readout. Yeah. So whoops.
So what's the plan, buddy?
I just I'm gonna go add a little more fuel to it.
I am hitting the overboost, but I don't know if it's when I'm letting off the gas or...
I'm just gonna raise that again.
Okay.
Wasn't it at 40 pounds before?
It's not really.
Yeah, it's just whatever the manifold spike pressure is.
What we could be getting is a spike.
Right.
And we definitely be getting a spike once I let off the throttle, because that full boost is going to hit the throttle plate and we're going to get a spike. So I need to try to pay attention if the overboost is happening while I'm going down the track or once I'm lifting.
Yep. So the boys are tuning the rail. Zach is going to get suited up and head down the track for the very first time.
Very first.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to it. Important thing is just like keep it straight up. Don't crash, and just be safe. You know, your first time, it's just about getting to know it. So I will help you with the beams.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So we've been tuning on this thing. We've been setting our two-step up a little bit higher. Did we add more fuel? We added more fuel. Let's see if it's any better. I guess the only thing we can do is possibly take it down the track and see what happens. There's just not enough room to really get a good...
It's like early on it's stumbling when it might clean up.
Yeah. Yeah, which last time I think we fouled out a plug.
I have no say in this. I appreciate everything.
Hi buddy, how's it going? All right. We are ready to take it down the track. So
something just fell off it.
That was fast. It just we needed to fast the two-step down slightly. It was creeping through the beam.
It felt like did you guys see something fall off it?
Piece of tape.
Oh, tape?
Very thin.
From what?
I don't know. It was a wafer thin piece of something.
It wasn't our nice new GoPro mount?
No.
Okay.
yeah, dude, I couldn't get the two-step to work.
The two-step's a tiny bit too high, so it was creeping you forward.
Well, I think what happened was my foot was probably on the gas before I hit the two-step.
Yes, you got to hit the button first.
But I couldn't feel it. The pedal's so light.
It ran good.
Yeah, it ran fine.
You were on the wheelie bars.
Was I?
Sweet.
Oh yeah, the lights were lighting.
Okay. Yeah, once it started going, I was like, all right.
All right, so maybe my
we
Ultra.
ran a 2.960 foot and went 840.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
It's because it's just a false start.
Yeah.
So it's
and it ran fine going down the track. It said it was over boosting. I didn't see what pressure.
What pressure was.
I have that disabled.
Yeah, but it was flashing over boost.
Our exhaust hanger is no longer hanging.
And the frame is compromised.
And the frame is compromised.
I'll run it again.
Still gonna send it, huh, buddy?
Yep.
No, we got 4 more of those tubes. It'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, that would be the pieces that fell off.
Yeah.
Dang, dude, that's wild. There you go. All right. Let's get them lined up. Very good, man. How you feeling?
Looking forward to it.
Excited?
Little nervous.
Oh,
but it's
just
definitely
a little bit.
exciting.
All right.
Okay.
Died?
No, my throttle hung.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So that's why you held it for so long at the end of the track.
Yeah. I could.
All right. Well, we will check that out. Oh yeah, it's hung like half open.
Yep.
How was it other than that?
It was fine. It felt great.
Yeah.
My
You seemed
450.
like the first half you were definitely like a little shaky.
Yeah.
Getting to know it.
Yeah.
But you looked super comfortable in the second half.
Yeah.
You just kind of sent it.
Uh-huh.
How'd he do?
There we go.
10.64 at 72.37.
It's pretty good for your first ever time down the drag strip.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so we'll get this throttle fixed and send it again?
Definitely.
All right, cool, man.
For sure.
Good.
Oh, you fixed it?
Yeah.
What happened?
It was hung up.
What?
It was just hung up.
All right.
Up top. I finally got it popped loose. I mean, it's moving like it should now.
You just ran a 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Dude.
Heck yeah, buddy.
So we just ran a 7-Eleven. We are tickling the sixes. Almost. We are right there. And a 449, 330, and a 157 60 foot. That 60 foot is definitely headed in the right direction with a 91 mile an hour trap speed. So we are right there at running sixes.
If the air gets cool, it'll run, might get real close.
Yeah.
7-Eleven makes you want Slurpee. You got a free Slurpee?
What are you doing there?
Draining some oil out of the cash can. Oh, we didn't have it locked?
No.
Oh, God.
It's fine.
It's unscrewed and laid down. It was definitely keeping the front down.
Yeah, I'm sure. Never let them know your next move? I don't know. It's alright. Bummer. It's alright. Yeah, I can just pull you back.
Okay. It bogged and it sprayed
Bogged
gas.
and okay, I get it.
All right.
Sorry about that, dude.
You're fine.
Alright. Couple of test wax and over there. Take it back over there. Couple of test hits over there.
Dude, it left so hard.
60 foot?
So the light I cut a .09. That's what I want. 1.6.
What?
1.6.
Oh, okay. That's our
1.6
second
flat.
fastest today.
Huh? 1.6 flat. Yeah. Oh well.
Did you bump the two-step button?
And many bikes having problems.
I think that's what happened. I don't know, man. I'm kind of.
Oh, it's all right. No, we just kind of left you guys to your own devices.
Well, we get it running, it idles fine, but as soon as he gets on it, it spools and then dies.
Huh.
So,
All right.
I'm trying to track that down.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we built this engine. It was an engine that Paul kind of picked out, and we assembled it. Maybe the engine builder should have just done the whole deal. So maybe we just need to send this thing back to him so we can get it right.
Hey, your words, not mine. I'm gonna try and fire it up again, and maybe you can catch it on camera.
Sure. Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. So we ran a 7-Eleven. They didn't have slushies, but we got Dippin' Dots.
Yay!
Next best thing.
Two-step check now that I spiced it up a little bit. And then go up there. Add some ignition timing.
So we're happy with the mile an hour. It's really about the 60 foot at this point. Afraid of that. Axle, chain, are you good?
Chain's gone.
You okay?
Busted the chain.
Yeah, we knew that was gonna happen at some point.
Okay. You gonna wrap the chain up? Yeah, I think so.
All right.
No, it's okay.
Dude, that's gnarly.
Yeah. All right, let's get it off the truck.
Yep. Yeah, we knew that was gonna happen at some point.
All right, slow down, guys. Oh. Slow down.
Okay. Oh.
Down. All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, man, no problem.
That thing went.
I'm gonna bring the front end over.
It's still connected, isn't it?
Look, everything's been
Yeah, yeah.
I think that happened on that two-step launch.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
We did what we wanted.
I knew we'd find the weak point.
Yeah.
And we found it.
Yeah, that's supposed to be straight, and that's
All right. So
super
the
bent.
way it's bent, we either bent the jack shaft or
The axle?
Or the axle, because it's still pulled together. So something's bent.
All right, well, it's a good thing we have
I
it.
saw a bolt head. There was a bolt head.
Trophy. This thing's been 7-Eleven down the track. If you're not breaking it, you're not trying hard enough. Alright guys, so the bike is having problems. We thought we'd look into it. We disconnected the kill switch just in case something was moving. I just saw that the adjustment on the flywheel has actually shifted. We were thinking it broke or sheared a key again, but no. We got 6 bolts here. And if you look right here on the camera, it has shifted. See this little red mark? See that dot right there? See that it looks like an egg that's been broken. It's actually turned. So we're gonna loosen all of these and we're gonna shift it back and we're gonna see if it's a timing issue. It could be. One more. All right. There we go. That'll work.
You got it?
Yeah. Yeah, let me tighten these up.
Lightly snug.
So we just kind of set the preset timer?
Yep. Well, we put it back where it was.
Oh, so it's lit.
All right, boys, let's put this thing back together and see what happens.
It's doing it.
Oh yeah.
It actually looks really good.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Now it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. The timing. The timing was off.
Dude, that is.
Timing.
All right, let's get it out on the track.
Yeah, let's run it.
Last run of the night right here.
That's pretty good. That's the fastest it's been. That's the fastest and quickest it's been, man. He beat your time.
I see that.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, there we go.
That's good. Sorry, bud.
$8.89.
buddy. How you doing?
Oh, that was awesome.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Need a hand pushing it back?
Possibly.
Did it stall at the finish line?
It was acted like it was running out of gas.
Okay. All right. Well, you need a hand?
If you don't mind.
All right. Dude, you did a fantastic time.
I was just looking at it. I'm happy.
You're the fastest on this bike, I guess, and you did 80-something miles per hour?
83? 83.
Yeah. How did it feel?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Greatest feeling ever. That's the fastest I've been on a mini bike.
That's awesome. What's up, buddy?
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Hey.
This does not look safe.
It's not. But go ahead.
You know, at any moment it doesn't feel good. You let go.
Oh, I will. Don't worry about that.
Oh, sorry. the Toyota's got some power.
Yeah, she's got some hearse.
That's how you do that.
Yeah. Eventually you get tired of pushing.
Shoot, that was a good mile an hour,
Don't
man.
try that at home.
Yeah.
Dude, when it took off, it took off.
Yeah.
I like, you just,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
he's got some steam on him now. Look at that.
Yeah.
Boom.
So this is just cool, man, because, you know, Zach, like, has more or less grown up with the channel. So, like, to be able, for you to have this experience is very cool.
I'm glad it was an
Dude,
experience.
Yeah. Heck yeah, you kept it straight up and you hold the mail. Yeah. Sweet.
So, question. Is that the fastest this bike has gone so far?
Yeah.
Congratulations, title.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that title.
There you go.
All right, the boys are gonna try to blow up the turbo now with a two-step check, just for giggles, I guess. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Oh man, the methanol's in my eyes. I can't see.
What do you think happened?
Well,
That's impressive.
yeah.
Your shadow's in it. Just can you move a second? Yeah, look at that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dang.
So, what I think happened was the 6 pounds of boost
leaving the line
left so violently that it wanted the front jack shaft to meet the rear axle, and it buckled our little brace that we put in here, which all it is a straight bar. Should have been like square tubing, but we never thought that we'd be pushing the horsepower that we are now. And what we did back then was fine, but the more power we keep adding to it, the more weak spots we're gonna find, and we found a weak spot right here. So I got an idea of what we got to do to fix it, and we're gonna up the chain size to 50 something motorcycle chain, and we're gonna just redo this brace and run it again, see what happens. Look at the jack shaft.
It's really hard to tell. Oh yeah, it's definitely bowed.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody at home can tell, but
So if we were to unbolt the pillow block here, all of a sudden that jack shaft is gonna go boing.
and we got to fix that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking we'll just put a little patch there with another stanchion to hold the exhaust. So as y'all saw, the go or blow lived up to its name. This drag rail went, and well, I broke it. So go and blow.
That's right, but we did run its quickest ever ET of 7:11 at I think 91 miles an hour. So if I would have been on it, it definitely would have run 6s, which is getting really, really fast in the 8th mile. Insanely impressive for a lawnmower industrial engine. So it'll be back as soon as we get our upgrade parts in. I guess we're gonna need to look into a jack shaft. We have that titanium axle on the way. We're gonna be upgrading to 50 chain and sprocket. But until then, we have a brand new t-shirt on our website, cars-cameras.com. This was an idea. It's something we say around the shop now, But it all got started when we were doing that DIY big bore kit on that Honda CB350F. A slappy piston is a happy piston. Yep. It's hilarious because it's so wrong. We thought we would put it on a t-shirt because like it kind of makes you do a double take on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's also in this nice green. The drag rail is green. The CB350 we were working on is green. Plus, I just love a nice dark green.
Green is my favorite color.
So this is a pre-sale t-shirt. It's only going to be on sale for 2 weeks only on our website, cars-cameras.com. Please allow 4 to 6 weeks in between when you place your order and when it'll arrive, because again, it's a pre-order t-shirt. So it's a hilarious t-shirt. Go pick one up. And to sweeten the deal, we're going to be giving our blown-up dragster parts away with every purchase of a t-shirt while supplies last. So here we have part of the blow-off valve. We have bits of the turbo that blew up on us. We have the old drag mini bike head gasket that we disformed. We have the old battery box and the old chain that I just broke as well. So while supplies last, every order of a slappy piston is a happy piston is going to ship with a broken piece of dragster. So you can get a piece of Cars and Cameras memorabilia and help fund us get this thing back together and into the sixes. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to check out Tilly Tap Track in the link in the video description as well. We will see you next time.
Concession stand will close at 9:30. Concession stand will close at 9:30. Gas pumps will close at 9 o'clock. Gas pumps will close at 9 o'clock.
The moon thing was too much for it.
Oh man. So what do you think just happened?
I don't know. All I saw was sparks come out of the front. I don't know if it was a primary or what. Something gave up. So it looked expensive.